If you mix olive oil with this one common spice, something extraordinary happens in your body. Centuries ago, Ayurvedic texts spoke of a warm oil infusion said to chase sickness from the blood. That oil, pressed from olives, that spice, the clove. And it wasn't just Ayurveda. Traditional Chinese medicine used a similar mix. Half a world away, same powerful result. Fast forward to now. Modern labs are beginning to prove what early healers could only intuit. In a study published just last year, researchers found that combining two specific natural compounds, one from olive oil, one from cloves, didn't just reduce inflammation, it obliterated it in under 90 minutes. So what happens when olive oil meets cloves? Stick around, because what you're about to hear might flip everything you thought you knew about food and healing. You're going to want to try it tonight, because once you know what this does inside your body, you'll realize there's a remedy hidden in your kitchen that's been waiting centuries to be rediscovered. Cloves might look like just another common kitchen spice, but for centuries they've been used as nature's chemical weapon. They're one of the most potent natural antiseptics on Earth, with over 30 active compounds. When mixed with high-quality extra virgin olive oil, they become a weapon. A natural formula that some claim clears arteries, kills bacteria, and even reverses fatigue. What actually goes down inside your body when olive oil meets cloves? First, something weirdly powerful. It activates a compound called eugenol, a natural anti-inflammatory that's been shown to fight bacteria, viruses, and even fungal infections. Back in 2019, a research team tested eugenol, the main compound in cloves, and saw it shut down two of the body's major inflammation signals. Fast, like within hours. But here's the kicker. Olive oil helps your body absorb eugenol more effectively. The fat-soluble nature of eugenol means that without a carrier like olive oil, your body might only absorb a fraction of it. Result? A natural cleanse that goes deep. Cellular level deep. People report less bloating, clearer skin, fewer breakouts, improved bowel movements, and even reduced joint pain, sometimes within just a few days. Take Emma, 42, a massage therapist from New Jersey. She started taking clove-infused olive oil every morning on an empty stomach. Within a week, the lower back pain that used to flare up after every session, nearly gone. She described it as a warmth replacing the burn, like her joints finally exhaled. Another user, Luca from Milan, reported waking up with a flatter stomach after just 3 days of trying the mix. It was like someone vacuumed the inflammation out of me, he said. Think of eugenol as a microscopic cleaning crew, breaking down bacterial waste and oxidative residue, while olive oil is the luxury shuttle that gets it exactly where it needs to go. But that's just what's happening on the surface. Inside your arteries, something even more shocking is going on. A 2021 study found that clove oil helped reduce LDL cholesterol and oxidative stress, two key drivers of heart disease. In fact, participants who took clove oil extract saw their oxidative lipid levels drop by over 40%. That's not a minor shift. That's a full-on cardiovascular reset. Now, imagine combining that with high-quality extra virgin olive oil, the same kind praised in Mediterranean studies for boosting blood flow, lowering inflammation markers, and strengthening your arteries. You're not just making a dressing. You're not just tossing together kitchen ingredients. You're crafting a quiet cardiovascular formula, straight from your pantry. But it doesn't stop at your heart. When cloves and olive oil mix in the right ratio, they create a synergistic blend that goes after inflammation like a heat-seeking missile, scanning your system for problem zones and neutralizing them before they flare up. Your liver starts detoxing faster. According to a 2022 study published in Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity, clove extract significantly improved liver enzyme levels and reduced lipid peroxidation in subjects with fatty liver disease. Your gut calms down. In clinical trials, polyphenols found in both cloves and olive oil were shown to reduce intestinal permeability, also known as leaky gut. That means fewer toxins slipping into your bloodstream and fewer inflammatory reactions. Your immune system gets a natural boost from the inside out. Back in 2020, a study published in the journal Nutrients found that daily consumption of olive oil improved T-cell responsiveness in adults over 50, the kind of immune reinforcement your body craves. Now, layer on cloves, which contain gallic acid, quercetin, and eugenol, all proven to modulate the immune system by activating macrophages and suppressing histamine overproduction. One user, Natalie from Toronto, said she hadn't gone a winter without catching the flu, until she started the olive oil plus clove protocol. It was like someone turned up my immune system's radar, she wrote. Another user, Darnell in Atlanta, said his gut issues, what doctors call IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome, went from a daily struggle to a monthly afterthought. If inflammation is the wildfire, this combo is the smart sprinkler system, targeting hotspots without flooding the whole forest. Why? Because both ingredients are packed with polyphenols, nature's microscopic bodyguards. Olive oil brings hydroxytyrosol, cloves bring kaempferol, and together they form a defense network your body instantly recognizes. And when they team up, their effects don't just add up, they compound. But here's where it gets really interesting. People who took this mix consistently for just 7 days reported one unexpected effect they didn't see coming. It has nothing to do with pain or cholesterol or energy. It's about mood. That's right. Behind all the physical healing, there's a subtle neurological shift happening. A 2020 study published in Frontiers in Pharmacology noted that eugenol, the main compound in cloves, acts on the dopaminergic and serotonergic pathways, the same neural circuits targeted by many antidepressants. Olive oil, rich in oleuropein, has also been shown to reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression in animal models by reducing oxidative stress in the brain. Users have described it as a strange mental lightness, a clearing of emotional fog, and even a sense of calm focus. And maybe that makes sense, because if inflammation is the silent thief of joy, this combo might just be your emotional locksmith. And we're only getting started. According to researchers in complementary medicine, the compounds in clove oil, especially when paired with healthy fats, can elevate dopamine levels, the neurotransmitter often called your brain's feel-good chemical. A 2018 review in the Journal of Natural Remedies found that eugenol acts as a mild monoamine oxidase inhibitor, the same mechanism used by certain antidepressants to keep dopamine and serotonin active in the brain longer. When you combine this with the oleic acid and polyphenols in olive oil, which enhance nutrient delivery across the blood-brain barrier, you get a synergistic lift not just in mood, but in cognitive sharpness. Think of it like fog clearing off a mountain peak. Suddenly, your thoughts feel brighter, your focus more dialed in, your emotional weight a little lighter. Jasmine, a 36-year-old mother of 2, started adding a teaspoon of clove oil to her olive oil shot in the morning. She reported feeling more patient, less snappy, and weirdly productive within just 3 days. It was like my brain stopped grinding gears, she said. Another user, Benjamin from Berlin, said it helped him get through seasonal affective episodes without his usual midday crash. This isn't a sugar high. This is your nervous system exhaling and then quietly rebooting. And the best part? No side effects, no withdrawals, just clarity, gently rising. Think of it as a natural pick-me-up, but without the crash of coffee or sugar. Just a slow, steady ignition of your mental spark. So, now you're probably asking, how do I actually use this stuff? How much do I take? How often? And are there any side effects? We're about to break it down, step by step, so you can safely try this blend for yourself. No guesswork, no weird rituals, just a simple formula that could change your mornings forever. Here's how to do it right. Take 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, cold-pressed, dark glass bottle, and unfiltered if possible. Think of it as your liquid gold. Add 1/4 teaspoon of ground clove, or for maximum potency, lightly crush 2 to 3 whole cloves with the back of a spoon. This activates the eugenol before infusion. Stir well and let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes to infuse. the longer you wait, up to 30 minutes, the more bioactives get released into the oil. That's it. You can drink it straight if you're bold, like a shot of fire and healing. Drizzle it over warm, not hot, roasted veggies or steamed greens. Add it to a morning smoothie. If you don't mind a kick, don't cook it. High heat destroys the sensitive polyphenols and volatile oils you're after. Now, let's talk frequency. Once per day is plenty. Ideally on an empty stomach, first thing in the morning or right before bed. Some users report better results before meals, especially if they suffer from digestive issues. What not to do: don't overdose. More is not better. Cloves are potent and too much can irritate the mucus lining of your gut. Avoid if you're pregnant, nursing, or on blood thinners like warfarin. Both ingredients may interact with medications. If you've had gallstones or bile duct issues, consult a doctor. Olive oil stimulates bile production. Pro tip: start with half a dose for the first 3 days to see how your body responds. Once you've dialed it in, this becomes more than a morning ritual. It's an ancient formula, custom-fitted to your body's daily reboot, and when it kicks in, you'll feel it. Not as a jolt, but as a quiet alignment. Like your body saying, "Thanks, I remember this." Want to boost the effects even more? Pair this with one other ingredient. It's cheap, it's ancient, and it supercharges both clove and olive oil. But here's the twist. This ingredient isn't even a spice. It's something most people overlook, and yet when combined with this blend, it unlocks a whole new pathway in your metabolism. In fact, ancient Greek physicians considered it sacred, using it in rituals to cleanse both body and spirit. And today, functional medicine experts are rediscovering its ability to balance hormones, detoxify organs, and elevate energy, without caffeine or stimulants. We'll break it down in an upcoming video. How to use it, when to take it, and why it works. So hit that button, because that next step, it's the gateway to a deeper level of natural vitality. One most people will never discover, and trust me, your body will thank you. But before you go chugging olive oil and raiding your spice drawer, let's get real. Natural doesn't mean risk-free. There are side effects, especially if you overdo it, take it improperly, or have underlying conditions. Cloves are powerful. Just a bit too much, and you can irritate your gastrointestinal lining, especially if taken on an empty stomach. Symptoms may include nausea, burning, or cramping. Clove oil is even more concentrated. Direct consumption of undiluted clove oil has been linked to liver toxicity in high doses. That's why we always recommend using crushed cloves or powder, not pure essential oil. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin or other anticoagulants, proceed with caution. Eugenol, the active compound in cloves, can amplify blood thinning effects, raising the risk of bruising or bleeding. Got gallbladder issues? Olive oil promotes bile release, which can trigger discomfort or pain if you've had gallstones or a history of biliary blockages. Diabetics, take note. Cloves have been shown to lower blood glucose levels. If you're on medication for diabetes, monitor your sugar levels carefully to avoid hypoglycemia. Pregnant or breastfeeding. While moderate culinary use is likely safe, concentrated doses of clove oil haven't been studied enough during pregnancy. Better to avoid until more research is clear. Avoid giving this mix to young children. Their digestive systems are more sensitive, and even natural ingredients can be too harsh in concentrated doses. Golden rule: start low, go slow. Half dose for the first 3 days is the smartest entry point. Used responsibly and with awareness, this mix is remarkably safe and dramatically effective. When in doubt, talk to your doctor, especially if you're on any meds or managing a chronic condition. Moderation isn't just wisdom, it's biohacking done right. And what happens next might just change the way you look at your entire health routine. Because once you've felt the shift, the clearer skin, the lighter gut, the sharper mind, there's no going back. This isn't just a tip, it's a threshold, a line between how your body used to function and what it's truly capable of. And for many who've tried it, that first teaspoon marks the moment they stopped chasing health trends and started reclaiming real vitality. The next chapter of your wellness story starts here. So what's the real power behind mixing olive oil and cloves? It's the combo effect, but it's more than just chemistry. It's synergy, alignment, your body receiving exactly what it's been missing. Cloves boost circulation, fight inflammation, and support immunity. They act like little warriors scrubbing your bloodstream clean. Olive oil? It's the delivery system, the amplifier, the vehicle that makes sure every microcompound gets to the exact cell that needs it. Together, they act like a bioavailable detox duo that supports your liver's detox cycles, protects your arteries from plaque and oxidative damage, balances your blood sugar and reduces energy crashes, enhances immune intelligence, not just brute force, improves digestion, breath, and even oral microbiome health. And that's just from 1 spoon a day. 1 teaspoon of olive oil, infused with clove powder or gently crushed cloves, taken before bed or with a light meal. No labs, no supplements, no side effect sheets. Just 2 ingredients. Pure, familiar, waiting for you on the shelf. You're not just following a trend, you're reviving a forgotten ritual, a moment of daily nourishment that connects ancient wisdom with modern science. And when it works, and it will, you'll realize you didn't just try something new. You remembered something old. Something your body had been waiting for. So now you know the humble combo of cloves and olive oil, not just a kitchen hack, a potential life changer. But don't stop here, because the journey into natural vitality is just beginning. If you like this natural remedy, you'll love what happens when you mix ginger and garlic, a duo so powerful it's been called nature's antibiotic. Ginger for its warming, anti-nausea, circulation-boosting kick. Garlic for its sulfur-rich compounds that fight bacteria, viruses, and even arterial plaque. Combined, they form a powerhouse blend that's been studied for everything, from lowering blood pressure to enhancing immune response. And in an upcoming video, we'll show you how to prep it, dose it, and stack it with the clove olive oil mix for next-level results. Subscribe now so you don't miss it. It's dropping soon. Because why stop at one transformation when your entire system might be waiting to wake up? So stay tuned, because what's coming next could completely rewire how you think about healing.